I think I told you before how I found in these older notebooks that I wanted clothes that made me feel a certain way. And I feel like they don't exist yet. I think they will exist because I noticed that a lot more people are kind of opening up sort of spiritually.
Yeah.
So I think that there's certain kinds of clothes that empower women to feel a particular way.
Yeah.
To feel, of course, beautiful, but I think I said this in another message, but I'll repeat it now. But to feel beautiful in a way that's not sexy to attract, say, other people or men, but more like beautiful from this feeling of just fully empowered. Mm-hmm. And that's what I want more of in my life. Mm-hmm. Not just clothes, but like things that are supporting of. I think it's kind of clear to me that there's this big transition that's happening.
Yeah.
Where the power is coming back to the feminine, and that doesn't mean women and not men. It means the style of doing things, even the way of running businesses. Mm-hmm. Things are kind of gravitating towards this more feminine approach, which to me means more like openness, considering the collective, connection to Mother Earth, things like that. And so just having something that makes me feel like that, and what you designed here, what you drew here is just, to me, that feels like that. So how this feels, I don't know. I don't know if I can put it into words, but it's more of the feeling for me, of the feeling of being like flowy, flow like the wind, or like a stream, like a river stream. Mm-hmm. Flowery, just because Mother Earth is just so full of this kind of beauty of flowers. So to me, this kind of says it all in that way. Mm-hmm. When you came to Peru, we had that amazing opportunity of meeting these women, these weavers, who came. They just happened to come right in front of my house, almost like perfect timing, just for you guys to get to meet them and see what they created, because the process that they do for weaving is like, it takes like a month or weeks to create a single piece, a single article of clothing, and they do it all by hand. And it's sustainable because they've been doing this same sort of practice for hundreds of years at least. From the process of shearing the alpaca to using natural dyes to the actual like hand weaving. And those pieces, like when you have that, you wear that for like many years, if not for your whole life. I make my little choices here and there, but it takes people like you who really feel that and feel a need to actually create something in the world that's going to exemplify that, not just the idea of it.
As a creator, I have more responsibility, and I think it's good that I have some platform that I can show examples to more people. So I appreciate that I have this opportunity.
Oh,
Slit.
Oh my God! Wow.
Little shiny around here.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This part wasn't in the original design.
Oh yeah.
But when I was cutting and sewing, this knit fabric frayed too much.
Oh.
So I had to put something, and I thought this looks better with this embroidery at the sleeve opening. So I added, and I hope you like it.
I love it.
If you don't mind, can I put it on?
Yeah. Oh my God. Amazing. I can't believe still like that you made a thing for me. Wow. Like just everything that you've created, and every time that I'm going to wear it too, it's like that essence of you and your creation is part of that. It's kind of like the tapestries of life and the weavings that we have, and how it's like all the interconnectedness, and somehow that interconnectedness creates a piece in itself that's just so freaking beautiful and so unique.
It was really fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Every single process has a meaning, even like natural dye or like choosing natural materials and getting embroidery like from India. Every single detail was meaningful for me. So, and this part was my old top.
Yeah, like a part of you.
Yeah, so I think it was like, I felt very special when I was making.
Oh, I feel like a little emotional here.
I'm very grateful for that I was able to put my heart into it.
You know, it's a gift for me, obviously, but I can see how it's also been, you've received a lot through the process as well. And it's like,
yeah,
I would love to be able to create more experiences like that in life, you know, like how we can give ourselves that we're nurturing ourselves and receiving, but also we're creating value for others. Like that's amazing.
I'm just so happy that you liked it. Yeah, it means a lot.
Well, I just think it's such a unique opportunity to even kind of question what we wear, why we wear it, how we make our choices about what we wear, and if given the opportunity to create anything, you know, like that's just, it's not the usual way that we approach clothing, you know, or that we're sort of raised to think about clothing. We often just at least I grew up just going to the mall and you have like your few stores that people your age go to, and within that store there's like certain types of clothing which is like dictated by the masses, and so it's like your own personality is taken out of that process, but you don't even realize it because you feel like you're making choices, but you're only presented with a few limited options. So to like kind of erase that whole history and to say, okay, what would you wear? That it doesn't matter if it doesn't exist. Like that's such an amazing opportunity to even take a moment to consider, what would I want to wear if I could just create anything? And that is just, you know, it made me also look at my own identity and like how I want to present myself in the world, you know. And it's just like beyond that too, you know, we talked about sustainable materials and what it's like from your end, from working in the fashion industry and seeing how much waste and how much lack of consciousness there is throughout the process. And like, so seeing from, you know, design to consumer, like what the usual process is and the lack of consciousness, and bringing consciousness to it, like that is invaluable for me to get to actually consider what all goes throughout the process. And thank you so much for that opportunity. It's just that there's been so many levels and layers that I wouldn't have expected from, you know, you just say, okay, we're going to make one piece of clothing, but actually it's so much richer, and it's been such an amazing, enlightening experience.
Oh, I'm want to cry too. Okay. Wow, thank you so much.